Hey friends, quick one while I'm waiting in the school pickup line to pick up Ryder. A little PSA regarding work in lieu arrangements. What I mean by that is many people offer their properties and consider themselves hosts, invite someone in a tiny house, caravan, camper, whatever, to live on their property long term, which is exactly what we do too. But a lot of people are doing that in exchange for handshake arrangements regarding labor. Big red alert around this. I speak to so many people who come to me after the fact, and there's nothing I can do for you if you haven't come through us. There's nothing that I can do when things go pear-shaped. A lot of people are offering this out of the goodness of their hearts and really and truly being taken advantage of, offering a spot on their property for say 3 hours a week or something like that in labor, whether it's weeding, gardening, property maintenance. It's fantastic that people are offering that. However, it's very easy to get taken advantage of. So my strong recommendation would be, if you're going to go that route and you want to open your property to someone with in more of a caretaker capacity, then you need to have a paper trail for that. So what I mean is, when we offer similar, what we call work in lieu arrangements with our hosts through the platform, what we strongly recommend is to always have a paper trail. Have a lease signed. Make sure that you have a dollar amount in there for rental equivalent to the market value. So our recommendation is to sign a lease as if it's a normal paid lease, and then have a clause in that lease stating that the weekly rental will be reduced by X, whatever it is, dollars per hour for XYZ works carried out around the property at the request of the host, and you list those tasks. This is a really great way of ensuring that you don't get taken advantage of and that things don't go pear-shaped down the track. More often than not, people lose their enthusiasm. They might be like, yep, not a problem, I'll do 3 hours of gardening a week or whatever it is. They might start out quite positive, have bursts of energy for the first few weeks, but if it's only a handshake arrangement, people often lose their motivation once they see that there's no incentive and that there's nothing the host can do. You might have an injury, you might go away, as is the case with the lady that I spoke to this morning. Unfortunately, the tenant in their caravan, after a few weeks of being active, that's gradually waned, and now she's away on holiday for a whole month. So she's not paying rent, there's no written lease arrangement, no agreement, and it's not looking likely that this tenant is going to play by the rules and pull their weight once they actually come back onto the property. The host is now in a bind because unfortunately she'd not heard of us previously, she'd not signed a lease, and it was only done on a handshake arrangement. It is way too easy to be taken advantage of, unfortunately, in this situation. When you're someone kind and caring and you want to help someone out, that is absolutely amazing. But when there's no paper trail and there's no third party for accountability, it makes it almost impossible to have any kind of recourse if and when things do inevitably go pear-shaped. That's our recommendation for hosting. If you want to learn more about hosting in a safe way where you have someone else on your team, if anything were in the unlikely event to happen, please jump on the host page of our website. I'll drop the link below, and we want to avoid as much as possible these situations where kind-hearted people are being taken advantage of. We love you, the ones that open their properties to hosting, and we want to make sure that you are protected and it doesn't taint your experience of what tiny house hosting can be.